What's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to get the PlayStation 2 emulator NetherSX2 up and running on your Android device. Note, to make this happen, you will also need a PC. The phone I will be using in this video is a Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus paired with the GameSir Galileo controller. Okay, so there are two versions of NetherSX2 that are basically different builds of AetherSX2. One is called Classic, which is an older build of AetherSX2, and the other is called Patch, which is the newest version and continues to get updates. For this video, we are going to download the patch version. Now go ahead and hop on your PC and head over to this page. The link is in the description below. So when you come to this page, if you look over here to the right, you will see releases. Under that will be the latest build of this emulator. Go ahead and click it. As the recording of this video is version 1.8. Let's scroll down. And the file we want to download will be right here, the builder.zip file. Go ahead and click on it and start your download. The file is now downloaded and I have saved it onto my desktop. Now we need to extract this file. I use 7-zip to extract my files. If you do not have 7-zip installed on your PC, I will leave the link to this page in the description below. Once you have 7-zip installed, come back to this file and all you want to do is right click on it, go to 7-zip and extract here. And you're going to get a new folder called Builder. We no longer need this zip file, so we can go ahead and delete this. Let's open this folder. Inside of this folder, you're going to see a couple of files. The file you want to click on will be this file here, which is the Windows batch file. And when you click on it, it's going to start downloading. It won't take long. When it's done extracting, you're going to get two new folders, Original APK and Patch APK. And inside of both of these folders, you have APK files that you want to move over to your Android device. The file we're going to move is inside of this Patch APK folder. It's going to be this file right here. Now at this point, go ahead and plug your cell phone or tablet into your PC. I just plugged my phone into my PC and unlocked it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on internal storage. Now you can move this file into your phone in whatever folder you like, but I'm going to create a new folder and I'm going to name that folder NetherSX2. Then all we need to do is drag that APK file into this new folder. Okay, now over on your Android device, let's go ahead and find the My Files app. Then you want to go to internal storage. And now I'm going to locate that folder I created, that NetherSX2 folder, which is right here. And there's my APK file inside. Let's go ahead and click on it. Do you want to install this app? Install. Now I'm not going to open it. I'm going to select done because I wanted to show you guys what the app looks like on my home screen. Now let's go ahead and open it. Now at this point, the setup for NetherSX2 will be the exact same as AetherSX2. So I will just continue this video with my setup guide on that emulator. And no worries, there's no difference between the two. The hard part has been taken care of, and that was where to actually download NetherSX2 and how to get it on your phone. You can read the FAQ if you would like. Next. This setting should read your phone and determine which one is best for you. If you have a mid to high-end device, you want to select optimal safe defaults. And if you have a low-end device, you want fast unsafe defaults. I have a pretty good phone, so I'm optimal safe defaults. Let's scroll down. For emulation screen orientation, I would leave this on use device setting. This way, depending on if you turn your phone landscape, portrait, the app will actually rotate with your phone. For the aspect ratio, this is up to you, but I prefer to play my games in widescreen 16:9. For the theme, if you leave it on follow system, this app will take the same settings that you have your phone on. In my case, my phone is on dark. For the GPU renderer, I find that Vulkan gives me the best experience, but if you start playing a game and you're getting bad performance, then come back here and try OpenGL and see if that improves your performance. But I'm going with Vulkan. Upscale multiplier. Now you can crank this all the way up to 8 times. but it will take a lot out of your phone. So to make sure you are getting the best performance with this emulator, even with a really powerful phone, I would only go 4 to 5 times. I'm going 4 times. Next. Now I cannot tell you where to download a BIOS file, but if you go to Google and search PS2 BIOS, I'm pretty sure you will find what you're looking for. Or you can head over to my Patreon page, link in the description below, and I have a video there showing you where to get a safe PS2 BIOS. So on my phone, I have created a new folder for my PS2 BIOS and a separate folder for my PS2 games. So if we open that PS2 BIOS folder, you will see my BIOS file. Now this is a fresh download that needs to be extracted. To extract files on my phone, I use an app called 7-Zipper File Explorer. You can download this app free on the Google Play Store. Once you have that app installed, all you need to do is go back over to your PS2 BIOS, hold on the file, go down to the bottom, hit more, and then extract to current folder. And there we are, my BIOS file has been extracted. Now back on NetherSX2, let's go ahead and hit import BIOS. Now it automatically took me to my PS2 BIOS folder, but if you need to search for that folder, then up here in the top left, you will see the name of your phone. If you click on that, then you will be able to access all of the different folders on your phone. And right here is my PS2 BIOS. Now when we scroll down, you will notice that you see all of your BIOS files, but you can't see the full description of each BIOS. So over here to the right, click on this icon. And this will put your files in a list view and also make the full description visible. Now there are 3 files we want to select here, with the first one being this one at the top that reads 3004RV6. This will be our Europe BIOS. Let's go ahead and hit it. And as you see, that's our Europe BIOS. Let's go back to import BIOS. This time you want to find the scph10000.bin file. This will be our Japan BIOS. And there's our Japan BIOS. Back to import BIOS. And the last file will be scph39001.bin. This will be our USA BIOS. And there we go, we have all 3 BIOS files. I'm going to select the USA BIOS. If you prefer the Japan or Europe BIOS, then you can select those. Next, game directories. Now we have to locate where we have our PS2 ROMs. Go ahead and click the plus button. In the top left, I'm going to click on Chandel's S22 Plus. And I'm going to find my folder PS2 games that I created. Here it is. Now guys, make sure your PS2 ROMs is in a .iso format to be playable in this emulator. When you first download a ROM, it will not be playable. You can use that 7-Zipper app that I showed you guys earlier to extract the game file, making it a .iso format. Okay, use this folder. Allow NetherSX2 to access files in PS2 games. Allow. Next. Setup complete. Finish. And there we are. You can see all of my PS2 games. Now, if you ever want to add some new PS2 games to this emulator, make sure that your new PS2 ROMs are in the same folder as your current ROMs. And then you want to go up here to the left, click on the 3 lines, and you want to scroll down to rescan all games. This will scan that current folder for any new ROMs and add them to the emulator. If you want to add some cover art to your games, you will have to go to Google and search for the box art. And to upload it, you want to hold down on the game and then go to choose cover image. And I have some Def Jam Fight for New York cover art, select the pick. And now that game has box art. And if you want to change your games from being displayed in this list format to a grid format, up here in the top right, click on these 4 boxes and it will change the layout of your games. Now let's go back over to our settings, top left. and tap controller settings. Now I am going to be using a controller with this emulator, but if you will be using the touchscreen buttons, then you want to go over to touchscreen, tap on controller view, and you want to change this from single analog pad to dual analog pad. This way your on-screen touch buttons will have 2 analog sticks. But since I'm going to be using a controller, I'm going to select none. Also, since I'm going to be using a controller, we're going to scroll down, and where it says hide with external controller, I'm going to turn this on. That way when the emulator detects my controller, it will automatically hide the on-screen touch controls. Now let's tap on port 1. Make sure that your controller type says DualShock 2, and then we're going to tap on automatic mapping. And what this will do is detect the type of controller you have connected to your phone. So let's tap it. So as you see, it detected that I am using a GameSir G8. Go ahead and tap on where it says select device. And as you see, it just automatically mapped my buttons for me. Now let's say I wanted to change one of the buttons around that it mapped out for me. If you scroll down, you'll get to all of your buttons. And all you want to do is select the button that you want to change, tap the button, and then you want to hit whatever button on your controller that you want to become that button. Now let's go back. And now let's go ahead and load up a game. Just tap on the game you want to play. I'll do Def Jam Fight for New York. And the game will load up. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace.